Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're out here on a very windy day on Fort Lauderdale Beach. I was not expecting it to be as windy as it is. The waves are going crazy, but I want to try to film this video at least. It's kind of hard to get the audio feedback of my microphone until I'm on the computer, so I hope that it's not too windy. It's a beautiful day, very warm, very happy to be back in the sunshine of not Miami Beach, but Fort Lauderdale Beach. So today I'm going to be telling you guys my top 10 fresh fragrances for men. It's going to be a little mix of niche and designer. Like I mentioned before, I'm trying to get a little bit more into the designer world. Let's just jump right into it. This first fragrance is not even close to a designer, but Oceania by Roja. This is a perfume that I just recently got sent to me in the mail by Roja, and it's not really my typical jam, but I think that for a man, this is absolutely amazing for the spring and summer. There's no aquatic notes in this, but it is very aquatic to me. This has lavender, it has some grapefruit, has some mandarin orange, some lemon, some bergamot, super citrusy, and it has a nice like zesty lime to it as well, some rosemary. A lot of really interesting florals in here with some violet, some geranium, ylang ylang, and jasmine, with a base of some musk, some cedar, some iris, some juniper berry, some vetiver, and some sandalwood. And there is no salty notes listed in this, but I do get this very slightly salty, kind of like ambergris, amberwood kind of accord. It does remind you of the ocean, and I can attest to that being right here on the ocean. One of the more affordable, quote unquote affordable entry-level Roja doves. This is Oceania. If you are a fan of Roja, if you want a more elevated aquatic scent for spring and summer, check this one out. My hair is freaking crazy. It's so windy. So the next fragrance that I have is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau. This is the Eau de Toilette, and I did do a video talking about the new Le Beau Les Parfums, but it is pretty hard to find in the States, so I wanted to include the Eau de Toilette because I do actually enjoy this fragrance as well. It's a very like fun and fruity, flirty scent with a really nice kind of like tropical vibes, vacation vibes with a coconut note. It's pretty simple, bergamot, coconut, tonka bean. Not the most dimensional thing, but it does smell very good. And like I said, it's very fun and playful. So if you're a younger guy, this is a really good like daytime scent for spring and summer. I feel like a crazy person because I forgot my next pick, but Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian. I cannot believe I forgot this bottle. This is a very fresh summertime boozy scent. So if you like boozy things, and Angel Share was a little too heavy for you, Apple Brandy on the Rocks. Honestly, it's probably my favorite from that entire line. It is very underrated. It's very good, aromatic, and it kind of reminds you of like, it's really bizarre to say, but you can actually smell like the ice cubes clinking on the glass with the Apple Brandy on the Rocks. Super boozy. It's got rum and brandy, got apple. It's got some pineapple as well. Really freshens it up with a nice pineapple note with a base of like vanilla and ambroxan. Really underrated. That's one that I definitely recommend checking out. Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian. My personal favorite from the line. So number 4, we have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. Come on guys, this is a summer staple. Everyone knows about this one. Basically, it's not hyped, but you know, everyone talks about it, but for a good reason. Ever since 2017 when it came out, you know, it's a summer staple. You can't go wrong with it. Easy to wear, easy to love, and very sexy. Light Blue Intense. And so the next fragrance that I have is a rack store find. For me personally, it's kind of like a mid-range designer because I don't know about you guys, but what the heck's been going on with designer fragrance prices lately? It's absolutely absurd, the price increases that I've been seeing on typical designer fragrances. So I wanted to include some that were a little bit on the affordable side, and this is a little bit of a higher end, like higher priced rack store find for me. This is Missoni Wave. You can pick this up at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's for around like $40 to $50. And it's really good for the price. It's got some C notes, it's very citrusy, very aquatic, very zesty as well. There's some Sicilian mandarin in here. There's some lavender, some clary sage, oak moss, and some Haitian vetiver and oak moss. It's really good for the price. It's pretty, I can't even blow it. Look at this. Can you even see? As soon as I blow it, it goes straight there. But nice mid-range for the price. Very good, Missoni Wave. So the next one I have for you guys is one that is typically worn in the winter, but I think that it would be really good to try in the spring and summer. This is one of my all-time favorites, Haltane by Parfums de Marly. So underrated from the brand. I don't know why that many people, they don't talk about it. It used to be a Harrods exclusive, but it's now available worldwide. It's very commonly compared to Oud for Greatness, but honestly, this one wins hands down for me. It has this sweetness. It almost has like this Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe in the mid. So this fragrance has some clary sage, it has some lavender, really brightens it up. It has a praline note in the mid of this, which makes it pretty interesting, and some saffron with a base of agarwood and cedar. Really, really good. Definitely try it for the spring and summer. Haltane by Parfums de Marly. So highly underrated. More people need to try this one. Get a sample. Chef's kiss. Masterpiece. All right, so the next one is a super, super cheapie. Not the cheapest on the list, but a super cheapie. This is Artisan Pure by John Varvatos. I've talked about this fragrance a million times. This is one that I absolutely love. You can pick this up at TJ Maxx, $25, and it is good. It's unique. It's a very herbaceous, citrusy, kind of aquatic scent. Absolutely perfect for the daytime in the summer and the spring. It has some ginger and some thyme. It's just really cool. Like for this price range, it stands out from anything else in this price range. It's kind of minty as well. I really love the greenness of this. Yes, it doesn't last very long. Just bring it with you. 25 bucks, you can't go wrong. Definitely worth owning in your collection. Artisan Pure, John Varvatos. So the next one is one that I hadn't really tried. It's been out for a while, but all of a sudden I'm seeing them all over the rack stores. I'm seeing people talk about them. This is Cremo, Blue Cedar, and Cypress Eau de Toilette. And I picked this baby up for like $12. Not bad at all. It's a pretty simple fragrance, but very fresh and pleasant, very realistic. For the price, you would usually expect to have like a very synthetic lemony smell, but not at all. It smells very natural. It has lemon leaf, cypress, and cedar. Pretty basic, but really good. I don't imagine longevity is very good, but you know, $14, $12, you can't go wrong. And the smell is very natural and pretty. So worth grabbing at your TJ Maxx, Blue Cedar and Cypress. For my number 9, we have Yves Saint Laurent. Why? This is the Eau de Parfum. Personally, my favorite from the line. It's a very fresh, spicy fragrance. One of my favorite designers. I tested this head-to-head on the streets of Miami Beach, Ocean Drive with Dior Sauvage, and this one came out on top every time. This is such a good fragrance. I compared it with the newer one, the New Parfum. I like the Eau de Parfum better personally. It's got apple, ginger, bergamot, beautiful freshness with a mid of sage, juniper berries, geranium with a base of agarwood. Really well-rounded and really, really sexy. This is one of my favorites. Yves Saint Laurent, Why? Eau de Parfum. And so the last fragrance that I have for a recommendation for a fresh fragrance for spring and summer is Acqui di Gio Eau de Parfum. I think this is the newest release in the line, this iconic line. This has C notes as well, some green mandarin with a mid of clary sage. Seems to be a really popular note. Clary sage in these designers. Has some geranium, some lavender with a base of mineral notes, vetiver and patchouli. And for me, this is like the most clean scent out of them all. This gives me like major fresh linen vibes, really sexy, very like, not cozy in the typical way that fragrances are cozy, right? Like it's cozy in the way of like, oh, you smell good, you smell so clean and professional, like I just want to get close to you, that kind of smell. And I like the mixture of that like slightly salty with this mineral notes. It gives this kind of like, I wouldn't say it's really aquatic, but it does have that kind of like salty vibe. Really nice release, Acqui di Gio Eau de Parfum. So yeah guys, that's my top 10 fresh fragrances for men, designer and niche, spring and summer, however we end up titling this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was a little windy at times. The wind seems to be like coming and going, really heavy and then dying down. I try to get out on location for you guys. I can't help that today was just particularly windy, so I'm sorry. But please leave a comment below what your favorite fresh fragrance is for a man. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think about any of the fragrances that I mentioned. Are you interested in them? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.